you so much. They came out to see Lieu of Flowers tonight. That's great. Thank you. Yes. So, In Lieu of Flowers is a show where we look at life through the lens of death.
It came out of conversations that Laura and I had where we decided we wanted to work on comedy together.
This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and so of course we started talking about death and dying.
Yeah. What do you want your funeral to be like?
I definitely want there to be pizza bagels and not like bagel bite nonsense. I want like full-size bagels that
Right.
you can cut in half, homemade sauce, cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like there to be like, do you know what a cookie exchange is? So it's like during the Christmas holidays, cookie exchange is where you have a party and everybody makes multiple dozens of cookies, and then you go and you get to take some cookies home with you from everybody, what everybody brings.
Nice.
So I would want a cookie exchange,
Nice.
and also lots of hot dudes. I'm a simple woman.
Before we start, we should talk about what the show is and what it isn't. It's not a roast. It's about real relationships, real emotions. Parts of it are going to be super funny,
Probably.
and parts of it are going to be sad and quiet, and that's okay too.
And then they'll get funny again, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And it's a weird experience. It's something we've both been through. The whole cast has been through as part of the rehearsal.
Yeah. So basically what we're gonna do now is talk to a few people in the audience. We have a scientific and rigorous method for determining who should be our guest this evening.
If
And
we don't pick you, it's
not a referendum on who you are as a person. Like, you're still
you're all
an
beautiful,
amazing,
wonderful,
an angel
special,
on Earth.
unique.
Yes. But we can only interview one person, and that person we talk to, we're gonna interview them, and then they will see their funeral performed by this beautiful cast back here, and more. So with that said, is there anybody out in the audience tonight who would feel comfortable potentially talking to me and Zach up here for, a few minutes?
Yeah.
All right, see a few hands. Okay, start from stage left. Right there. Hi. Hi, what's your name?
Clarissa.
Clarissa. It's a lovely name.
Yeah.
A lot of poems about Clarissa. Oh, hi, come on in. Welcome. We were just getting started. Does anybody have 2 seats in their room? That's great. All right, so Clarissa, are you ready to answer a very important question that will help determine your future?
Yes.
Okay.
Cake or pie?
Oh, cake.
Cake. That was very decisive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. So, pies, I feel like are messy. Cake is an easy grab and go. I don't like the icing. I'm a grad student, I can just take the cake and run. You know?
Yeah, I do know. As a former grad student, I see your logic really resonates with me. Is there any particular kind of cake that you really love?
The confetti cake?
Does it have to be the generic one or any kind of,
Any confetti cake is a good cake.
yeah.
Yeah.
What makes a good confetti cake?
I just like the colors in it, and it still
Yeah.
tastes like vanilla cake or butter cake. It's very,
Yeah.
it goes with everything.
Cool. Thank you, Clarissa.
Yeah.
Who else?
Would be interested. All right, we have somebody here. Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name's Kim.
Kim, hello.
Hello.
So, I mean, you have the jump on Clarissa here in that you know what we're gonna ask. I'll ask cake or pie?
I'm Kate.
Cake, 2 cakes, wow, okay.
Yeah.
This
Also very decisive.
Yeah, no wishy-washy.
No.
So Kim, why cake?
It's easier to make. Making pie dough is a pain, and
Yes.
I never can get it the way it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
Cake is idiot-proof for idiot cooks like me.
What's your favorite kind of cake to make?
I'm chocolate.
Yeah, any particular form of chocolate, or is it like anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like a chocolate with like the German chocolate with the coconutty.
A little bit of like a raspberry in there, so a little,
Ooh.
you know, that can be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a hit on Great British Bake Off.
Yes.
And then there are a few other hands, and we just want to talk to one more person. All right, this person right here. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Dan.
Dan?
Dan. Hi.
Oh, cake or pie?
I'll say pie.
Really sticking it to Kim, of course.
So why pie?
I honestly don't care, but just for it to be a little different.
So it's more of a pose than a deeply held belief.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just posturing.
So if somebody was like, cake is the cool dessert, you'd be like, sure.
Yeah. Pie. Pie is the hipster answer.
Yeah. What kind of pie?
I like cherry pie.
Yeah. What kind of cherry pie?
I wasn't aware there were kinds.
Well, we could get deep into pies. I'm a Midwesterner. We could talk about lattice crusts
Yeah.
for the rest of the conversation. What's
I
that?
thought they all had lattice crust. No?
No, some is just the cover, and lattice is where it's like interwoven.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking
Dan, you
about
got some reading
lattice.
to do
Yeah.
after the show.
Yeah, we have a list. So what do you think, Zach?
I think I want to hear some more from Kim.
I think I do too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you,
you
Dan.
so
Thank you
much.
for-
Hey.
Hey.
I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Hey,
meet
Zach.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Please,
Please have a seat over here.
Okay.
The talking bench.
Yes.
Thanks for doing this.
It's like therapy, but with an audience.
All
So,
kinds of different violence.
yeah. Everyone sign their release. It's fine, it's fine. We're not doctors, though. I mean, you may have mistaken us for, medical professionals for our sheer gravitas. So Kim, do you go by Kim in all of your?
My mother calls me Kimberly, but everyone else calls me Kim.
Okay.
What are your pronouns?
My pronouns,
Mm-hmm.
we, they, I,
Okay. And Kim, what's your last name?
Ash.
Ash. All right, great. And so you mentioned that your mom is the only one who calls you Kimberly.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
Yes.
So if she calls you, it's like Kimberly.
That's really close. Yes. And there's that inflection there. That,
Yeah, you're already in trouble, you don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Katrina.
Katrina.
That's a lovely name.
Yeah.
And,
Is she also an Ash?
She is a Hatton, Hatton.
and so are you local here in DC?
I've lived in Arlington for over 30 some odd years. That's 30 some odd years.
Yeah.
Originally from the Midwest, from the Chicago area.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're from Chicago.
Yeah.
And you've been in Arlington for a while.
Yeah, since '85, so do the math. It's
Yeah.
it's a long time.
And what brought you out here?
A job.
Yeah. What kind of work do you do?
Well, I'm a teacher now. I teach part-time at the museum,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, don't get me started. I'll be leaving my resume out in the front.
So we're gonna find out all about her.
But I originally started working at the Phillips Collection. That was I went to school in Pennsylvania, and while I was in college, my parents moved up to Wisconsin. And sorry, people. I grew up in Illinois. People like Wisconsin. You don't want to go to Wisconsin, no.
It's true.
And so I was like, my dad. This is the mid '80s. My dad's like, there are no jobs. So I just stayed out here. All my friends are out here, and I started the Phillips Collection, and I worked at a news agency for a while, Congressional Quarterly, always in the marketing aspect, and did the corporate VP of marketing thing. Finally,
Where?
the Bill of Rights Institute,
Okay.
so.
Civic education.
Okay.
And,
A passion.
and it had to do with a fist like that. That's just the law.
Was that a requirement when they hired you? Or they were like, if you're speaking of Bill of Rights?
It's just a reflex. But years of working nonprofit was great, but it just, there's something called burnout that comes into it.
Yeah.
And again, you meet a lot of people in the business, and someone who worked in museums say, hey, why don't you come in and basically try to be a teacher, and I did, and I've been doing it ever since. It's been over 8 years, and I just love it. It's just great. You get to meet kids from grades 3 to professional development. It's awesome. So it's ended up the way it's supposed to be. I am living proof that you can put a liberal arts degree.
I'm hosting a comedy show.
There you go.
So I'm really fascinated by your job as a teacher at the
Yes.
museum. Can you talk a little bit about what that's like kind of on a day-to-day basis, what you might do and who you might interact with?
Again, it can be, that's what I love about every day is different. I get to meet students and people from around the DC area, but also around the world, and
Right.
including journalists. So, whenever I need an attitude adjustment on the crazy that's going on here, then you meet people who live in countries that have it worse than us. I'm like, okay, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
But the people have just been, it's just been a wonderful learning experience for me, because I learned from listening and getting their viewpoints.
Right.
What our attitudes might be for a First Amendment doesn't exactly translate across different countries.
Sure.
And
Is there any experience that kind of stands out to you where if somebody was like, what's that? Like a moment that kind of crystallized one of these realizations for you?
I was doing an online class at the State Department for students, college students in Cairo,
Mm-hmm.
and talking about a case study looking at the Tupac Shakur's estate had been sued because his music, was accused of like inspiring a young person to kill a cop. And so we went through the case, and then the students asked me, so what happened to Tupac? And I told them what happened to Tupac, and they obviously got shot to death, and he's like, well, good, he deserved it. And I'm on TV, and again, you learn how to keep us, basically you don't react, but inwardly I'm like, whoa, and it's like, okay, that's not exactly a Western type of reaction. Their thought, again, well, he obviously was disrespectful of power, so therefore he got what was coming to him. That resonates. I think that's immediately where I go when I think about things that really crystallized.
Yeah. Do you feel like that was a common feeling among the other students in this class?
That's interesting, because two of them were very vocal, others were kind of quiet. So,
Yeah.
and again, you're on closed circuit TV, so it's very hard to tell.
Right.
It's hard to read a room that way. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
but that was kind of
That's
bizarre.
interesting.
I wonder if they found any comfort in the fact that he may still be alive.
That would be a big
Teach them.
Yeah, we're all about conspiracy theories.
Do you get conspiracy theorists?
I do.
Oh.
Sometimes, and just, and they come in and just, I explain how I don't like generalizations by generalizing, how I don't like generalizations. But it's, they come in and say, oh, all the press, they all lie. And I just go, no, they don't. Try and counteract it, but some will not be swayed, and they are completely fine with their, again, people don't like their views to be challenged, because they feel personally attacked, so they'll double down on the dumb and hang with that. So.
That's interesting. Those tickets are like $25 to go to the museum. Like somebody who thinks that all journalists are liars.
Okay, these are like the student groups. A lot of the classes are free. So in terms of random, if people are plunking down the cash, chances are they probably don't think that way. But again, you get slices of life from people from all across the country, and it's helpful. They do self-identify with the MAGA hats, so that's good. So I know what to expect. And because again, I get the pushback in, but my role, I don't take a side either way. So I like them when they leave the room, like, they don't know if I'm Republican or Democrat, because whatever they say, white, I'll say black, and just keep going.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes they say some kind of crazy things, and I just don't react.
You ever had anybody look at like a photo of the moon landing and just say fake?
Yes.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes,
Really? Oh.
yes.
I cannot. So, what is,
So much work.
I only have it for about 50 minutes, it's just, you know, you get
is there
your
a
children.
break room you go to where you can just, there are other teachers and you're just like, ah?
There's something called gin and tonic. Yeah, so that's helpful at the end of the day. No, we all have our share of crazy stories. I had a group from Uzbekistan. Their leader was in the front row, and he was like this the entire time. And I'm talking
Like
about
asleep?
like
Or-
just his eyes were closed. I didn't know what his deal was, but I'm doing what I'm doing and talking about free press in America. And any questions? And he opens up his eyes and he goes, well, first of all, I want to critique the name of your discussion. It shouldn't be called Free Press in America because, Putin says there's no free press. It doesn't exist here. So you need to change the title of your presentation. And we're off. Yeah, so it's, again, smile, great, that's fine, okay, noted,
Yeah.
thank you. Any other question? Just gotta roll.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Who are some of your favorite coworkers? Like, who would you go and talk to about something like that?
Oh, fellow teachers. We've got the way that they have our area configured, basically kind of call it the pit because it's all cubicles, we're all right there, so we can just turn and just talk with each other, which is nice. There's a lot of laughs. There is a lot of just cracking up on not the crazy we've seen. But again, there's so many great stories too. Just you have like the younger kids, they just share like they really enjoy the class without saying. They just come up and they give you a hug. So you have that too. So
Yeah.
it's lovely.
Yeah. So of your coworkers, is there anybody that you are like, oh, we're friends, like I've been here years, we're friends now, and this is like my like work friend?
Sure, I'm a little bit older than the others,
Yeah.
so it just, which is fine, and just, but I've definitely some friends there, Barbara, like we're both into sports, and so we've all been so happy with the Nats winning the World Series.
Yeah.
We went to all the games, so I'm saying to my friend Susan, how do I sum up October? Baseball, work, sleep, and that was about it. I don't remember anything else.
Yeah.
It was a good
A
time.
lot of games that went into it.
A lot into the wee hours of the morning.
Yes. So you're a big Nats fan.
Big Nats and Caps.
Nats, Caps.
Yeah.
Do you play sports yourself?
I played tennis back in the day. The knees, the body's will, I'm willing, but the knees are not.
The spirit is willing, but the
Yeah.
flesh is damaged.
No, playing on cement surfaces is going to wear and tear. If I played high school and college.
Yeah, so do you like to watch tennis, or is it just
Not as
like,
much as I used to.
oh, interesting, why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's just, for me, it's like another lifetime ago. It just, I still, I'm always rooting for Serena, but I think once Serena retires, it's like, I don't care as much anymore. So that's basically.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of feel that way. She's such an exciting figure.
Oh, she's awesome. She's
Like,
great.
yeah,
But, yeah.
yeah. So you mentioned your friend Susan.
Mhm.
So can you talk a little bit about kind of like who are like the people in your life? Like a partner or like friends you see frequently, people you're close to?
Well, I moved out here to get away from the Midwest, and I met my husband, he's from Minnesota.
Oh.
So I met him here. So I came
Yeah.
all the way out here to get away from the Midwest. So
You
Bridget
heard those
was-
flattened vowels. And
Yes,
all
it's like,
that,
and it
right?
was love. His name is Mark.
And do you have any kids?
No. Devoted uncle and auntie.
Yeah, I hear you.
And we have,
That's amazing.
what I call the fur babies, they're the cats. Yeah.
All right, this is where you come in. Tell Zach
Tell me
about the
everything.
cats.
2 rescue kitties, Jasper and Owen.
What are they like?
Jasper, his nickname, we call him the Quaker because he likes peace. And he doesn't.
He waits for silence.
He wants silence. And Owen, we call him the Owenator because he's also, we call him the id. Because there is no filter. He is pointing right in your face. And
Yeah.
so we love him to pieces. They're great.
Are they young kitties or?
Jasper is 11 and Owen is 6.
So are you kind of like a lifelong cat owner?
My mom, where she grew up, my grandmother used to show cats. We're talking going in the 40s and 50s to show them New York, go over to England, and she had Siamese and Burmese. It was a thing. So there's always been cats.
So this is like a family legacy.
Yes.
Do you feel like this is something that's been passed along to the generation after you, your nieces and nephews?
Yeah, they love
Yeah.
those animals around. Yes.
Yeah. So her husband Mark,
Mhm.
cats Jasper and Owen.
And the friends we have, basically, a lot of like through college, or it's all like school connections, like Mark, I know Susan because of connections with Mark, with Jim and Ms. Reno, Susan's. So yeah, that's all that kind of begat all the way down. So it's very much heavy with the school connections out here, so.
Yeah.
And certainly work too, but the old college ties have been
Yeah.
running all these years.
Well, so it's such a formative time in life.
Oh, yeah.
You said you were a liberal arts major. What was-
English and history. I was a double major, reading and writing.
Nice,
That's
yep.
yeah, we got
And you said it was in Pennsylvania, what school?
Dickinson, up in Carlisle. Someone's heard of it, all right. Excuse me.
So if you're from Chicago,
Mhm.
why Dickinson?
I went to a really big high school north of Chicago. My graduating class was 843 kids. We had two different high school ceremonies because we couldn't all fit in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember sitting there to this day, I didn't recognize anyone sitting around me. It was very impersonal. I was lucky I found a niche with playing tennis. I worked in social services and basically volunteer work and doing things like that. So I wanted to get out of the Midwest and to go to a small school. And Dickinson was that. And I just loved it. It was great.
Is there any music that you associate with your time in college? Like, what were you listening to?
Well, I don't know why Eurythmics come right in.
Yeah.
Because they're
I
awesome.
was a DJ. I was also a station manager.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So I played all that new wave stuff.
Did you have a radio voice?
I kind of did. I was in the morning show.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so I would be reading stuff off the teletype and just So I'm sure there was a
What
little.
was the call sign?
Oh my God, WDCV.
WDC.
WDCV. Yep, that's it. Yeah, Dickinson College. Yeah. All right.
This is WDCV.
Good morning. This is WDCV from Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Well, you know.
And we barely made Harrisburg. This is-
Somebody on the edge of Harrisburg was like, what? God.
Yeah, no, like the wind blow that up, there it goes. So yeah, all that kind of music, talking heads, all that. So that's what I really liked back in the day. All the culture, not the culture club, I like other stuff. Culture club was okay, but all that,
Yeah.
all that dance stuff.
What year did you graduate?
85.
85.
Yes, I will.
Did you go back for reunions?
Yes, I do.
You go with all your friends and like.
I mean,
relive?
I'll go up like for the day, but the last one was, my 30th was kind of underwhelming. I guess I complained enough that I got the call that, oh, you want to be part of the 35th reunion? So I'm on that. so okay, you called me on it, so that's next year, so yes, I'm on the committee. So.
Yeah. Well, they certainly judo chopped you into doing that.
No, it's like I knew it, I
Yeah.
brought it on myself, no one
Yeah.
to blame but me.
And so you graduated, you moved to DC.
Right after, about
Yeah, right after, and you
Yeah.
started working at Phillips Collections Agency, getting into marketing.
Mhm.
Did you like marketing? Did you love it?
I did for a while. I
Yeah.
liked, in terms of, the hands-on and doing the research, but I always liked the people aspect of it. I found it in the last few years very dehumanizing and just too formulaic and just, there wasn't much joy there anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, no, it's kind of creepy now.
Yeah, it seems like, from what you said about what brings you joy at the museum, it's also people
It's
and,
all about that.
and all the interaction. And
Well, that's where I get the energy from, and then, and again, the ironic thing, the higher you move up in the chain, the further away you are from the fun stuff.
Yes.
And being VP, sounds very highfalutin, but it's like, ooh, budget charts, and, it's just, I was like, I'm missing
Yeah.
all the fun stuff and the strategizing, and just, even saying, this is what we did, and I go, great, that's,
Yeah,
soul crushing.
yeah, did you keep in touch with anybody from those days?
A couple, yeah.
Yeah.
People kind of moved away, but that's the beautiful thing about email and Facebook, that
Yeah.
you're only a click and a post away from. So stay in touch with them.
What would be the name of somebody that you're in touch with from those days? say?
Claire.
Claire. And when did you work with Claire?
Basically, from 2003 to 2010, and just, we're still in touch, and just,
Mhm.
yeah. Because she retired first, and then I resigned soon after. I'm done. It wasn't nearly as fun once the original team, moved on, so.
Yeah.
What's Claire like?
She is about half my size in terms of height, and just, but a bundle of energy. And she makes me look reticent and comic, so.
Like a little spark plug.
A little spark plug, yes.
Yeah. Small people love it when you say little whatever.
She loves it, yes.
And you said she moved away?
She and her husband, they retired out to Washington State, so living the dream.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
pretty nice, yeah.
It's nice when your friends move somewhere it's sad when they move, but it's nice.
But it's a
somewhere you
good
wanna
place to
live.
visit.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Kim, can we get dark for a minute, because it's a funeral show?
Sure.
Alright.
Have you thought about your funeral at all? Have you thought about like where you would want it to be? Like, is there a place that means a lot to you?
Hawaii?
Have you been there, or is it just an
Yes.
aspiration? Oh, great.
Yes, lucky enough to have been there a couple of times.
Like, are you envisioning a volcano?
Like jumping into the volcano type of thing? No. That put me into my time, put me out to sea, I guess.
Put you into my time. I kind of like that image, actually. It's like literally pickle me.
No, there's a place there, Hanalei Beach. This is just, that is a very happy place. Just sit on a chair and you just stare out to the water and the
Mhm.
mountains, and there, Kauai, it's all good.
Yeah. Is that someplace you've been with Mark?
Yes.
So we're in Hawaii, there's this beautiful Hanalei Beach. Do you know, there's the option of pickling yourself literally in a Mai
There
Tai.
will be an open bar.
An open bar, yeah.
Yes,
Have you
absolutely.
thought about what you would like to happen to your body?
Cremated.
Cremated?
Yep.
And have you thought about, is this sort of like a scatter the ashes along the beach, or?
I haven't gone that far, just,
Yeah.
but, yeah, that's, don't like, what's in your eye? Yeah, I think scatter to the wind might be,
Yeah.
maybe go out in the water.
Yeah.
Don't want gross people out on the beach or minding your own
Yeah.
business, but just,
Yeah. And what would so some people, so when Zach and I started talking about this, we were like, okay, Zach was like, I would like everybody to be absolutely devastated. You know?
I want people to hurt.
Yeah, like garments being
Yeah.
rended.
how about a funeral pyre and just have everyone jump in it?
That's up to them, but it sounds good to me.
He's like, don't take your dogs and kitties with you, just like that.
Yeah. But what kind of vibe would you? Do you want it to be fun? Do you want it to be serious?
No, I think, want to be upbeat, just,
Yeah.
again, just obviously hope it's not for a very long time, and, but just, keep it upbeat and, we remember the good times, I guess, because I think there are a few, at least shed a tear or two, not say good riddance of bad rubbish.
Yeah.
I like, thank God she's gone, just, have,
Like that, she lived a good life.
yes.
Yeah. One thing that I wanted to go back to real quick before we kind of take this down the home stretch. You mentioned that you have nieces and nephews. I don't know if it's plural, but I heard you say that you were living that aunt and uncle life.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about your niece and nephew, who those kids are to you?
Yeah, you have about the three that we're closest to, they live, a couple of them live in this area, and one's down in Florida, but they're all in their mid to late 20s, and
What are their names?
Bridget, Luke, Michelle.
And,
How old are each?
oh, she said they're in their 20s.
Mid to late 20s,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's an aunt and uncle thing that you do with them?
Well, we do movie night at our house. Occasionally on a Friday night, we get takeout food, and we purposely get either really funny or really bad, Mystery Science Theater movies that we introduce to them, because we feel that my brother has not done the proper job exposing them to these type of Yeah, like Danger, Death Ray, Future Force, like we're talking Z movies that are just absolutely hilarious, they're so bad. And we've seen some good ones too, like we presented like Bowfinger, if you haven't seen, that's a great Steve Martin picture, it's absolutely hilarious. So we again, purposely, silly, stupid, don't have to think too much, and we get caught up that way. And we go to Bridget and her significant other, Alex, we go to Kennedy Center, take in the occasional symphony.
Yes.
So we bring in class,
Very
very sophisticated, and so that's fun. So we do the culture thing, so
That's nice. So we'll get back to the dark stuff. I just realized we hadn't
Yeah.
talked about that.
No, I think we covered most of the
Yeah.
stuff we need to cover, so
Yeah.
thank you so much for being
Oh.
so open.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a little more
Oh,
question.
yeah.
So, like, we heard a lot about, your husband Mark, your mom Katrina, your career, which has just kind of spanned, like, marketing in different places and moving into
span
teaching.
decades.
Decades, also this, like, love of people. Your love of sports, tennis, new wave, being a liberal arts major who had a great career, doing the radio station stuff.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you've done in your life, and so curious, ultimately, what would you like your legacy to be?
Wow, that's heavy. I guess I should have had another cocktail system.
Yes,
Not at the risk of being cornball, I really like to think I made a difference in my own way, like at least reach out to people and just young people being engaged with what's happening around them. At least get them to think. One of my joys, again, with young people, again, generalization time, they come in and they think they know it all. And I challenge them on something and they're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. That for me is a win.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not looking for them to, completely change their mind. At least think about how you got to this point. So that's why I'm hoping that the difference that I've made is that in that way that they're engaged and they're thinking.
Wonderful.
Lofty.
Well, Kim, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, Counselor.
See an absolutely beautiful and pristine beach.
There's a keg right here. There's also a tiki bar with lots and lots of reassurances that it's free.
Right where you come in, there's a beautiful urn with a sign next to it that says, "Take a pinch."
A very elegant display diagrams how a bill becomes a law.
Right next to it, we see a big diagram of the Bill of Rights, and then a picture of the moon landing.
Next to the urn and take a pinch sign are a stack of Kim's resumes.
There's also a chocolate cake buffet of every kind of chocolate cake you can imagine, and then a little stack of pocket constitutions to take with you.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, this is a little hard for me. My name is Jude Disroyal. I went to college with Kim. You guys might not know me, but I was the head chair of the reunion planning committee. Kim, I just want to say a few words. We almost got into our 45th anniversary, but of course, she wasn't able to make it that far. I, as you may or might not know, I was unseated as my chair president. I was president of the planning committee, now I am vice president because boy, could she complain. It's just like, it's just, I worked so hard and then I would go to the reunion and I would think, the 35th, we had a good time. Okay, the 30th, we had a good time. And she would just have these complaints. She would just have this list of issues that she would bring up to me and they were just so thoughtful. I couldn't, it was hard for me to accept I was wrong, but she just sort of had this thing about her where it would make you think in a different way, And I don't know, I just remember back in our college days, I never told her this, so don't say anything. I guess we were gonna say it too. I used to listen to her radio station every day, and it's like, in person, she was just so nice and amenable, but when she turns on that radio professional voice, it's serious. It is not a joke, okay? She just she runs the room, but anyway, I'm sorry, I'll get out of here. I'm just happy she finally got to, do what she wanted to do, and yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
My name is Sarah. 10 years ago, in 2019, I was on a school trip to the museum. I met Mrs. Ash, and there was this kid in school, Chad, who was such an asshole. And he kept asking her about all the conspiracy theories that he read about on Reddit. So annoying, and she was so stoic. She answered every single question, and she didn't lose her shit. And that was such an inspiring moment for me, because she gave me a role model. And so I always remember that day, because then I decided to study journalism in school, and I'm just one semester shy of graduating, and I was hoping to get back to her and to show her my degree and maybe buy her a gift. And I had to use my savings to pay for this trip to pay my respects to her instead. Wherever she is, she changed my life. Go take a pitch. I'm sorry to do that.
You sleep? You sleep?
You mean you just walked up there?
I'm Vasily. I went one time to museum in Washington with a class, and this Kim explained falsely.
Go get a drink.
American news press is free. I corrected her, and now I come to Hawaii to share that these years later, I'm still right. Uzbek press, the only free press. For example, recent profile of President Putin. Yes, he's still president. Third, he sleeps upside down. He drinks tiger's blood. He is 158 years old.
Look, this is my aunt's funeral. You can't. You gotta leave, man.
At least take a pocket constitution and read it.
I feel like this is a good time. Hi, I'm Vicki Hamilton, manager of the Palm Woods Estate here. Just wanted to let you know, Kim said she wanted a fun, fancy-free sort of environment here for her funeral. So I have some Mai Tais here that I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle just a little bit of her,
I can't win.
Just, okay, it'll go where it goes. That's what she told me. So I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit more. I know you guys have helped yourself to the bar. Please continue to enjoy refreshments. Yes, there's a question.
Are there non-alcoholic Mai Tais?
Yes, that's a little bit more boring. You know, Kim, she loved her gin and tonic, she loved her Mai Tai, all of that, but we do have everything that you need here at the estate. So I'm happy to pick that, just gonna sprinkle just a little bit more in these Mai Tais. Here, help yourself, help yourself. Help yourself, yes, that's what Kim would have wanted.
Is it mandatory?
Absolutely not. No. It's only if you want it.
Good, thank you.
And I'll be back with a non-alcoholic.
That's pretty good.
Hey, I just wanted to say that I'm Tag. I'm station manager, current station manager of WDCV. And I just wanted to say that it's pretty chill that you guys aren't carding. I just wanted to say that I made the long and arduous trip out to Hawaii because I really wanted to pay respect to an incomparable voice in my radio station's history. And when I say incomparable voice, I mean that both literally and figuratively. Because I learned my station good morning voice from Kim. Do you want to hear it?
Hi, this is WDCB.
Oh my god. You sound just like her.
Thanks. But I also just wanted to say that I think it's really chill that, you know, Kim perished doing what she loved, which was advocating for free press, and probably places where it wasn't safe to advocate for free press. I can't say because I've had a lot of these Mai Tais, okay? I can't drink back home. But I just wanted to say that in Lieu of Flowers, I think it would all be pretty chill if we just all, you know, gave some of our money, maybe like our flex points or something, to the committee to protect journalists. Because it was really important to Kim. And it's important to me too, as a budding journalist. Thanks.
We'll talk later.
Thanks. You have my card. Cool. Thanks.
Go Dickies.
Real quick, just gonna pop in real quick to let you know that there are free tennis lessons after this. It's another offering from Kim. Kim said, even though, you know, after Serena retired, you know, things got a little murky there for a bit, but she's happy for all of you to partake and enjoy. Yes? Okay. All right. I'm over in the corner if you need me. All right, just wave and say, Vicki! Vicki, I'll be right back.
Do you guys believe that she planned this?
Yeah.
She would not let anybody else lay their hands on it.
feel like all you guys are doing such a good job about being happy and really, you know, living it out the way Kim would have wanted it to be, but God, man, like, I don't know who I'm gonna go to for my, like, cultural advice. No one's gonna take me to the symphony anymore. One day, maybe I'll get a girlfriend, and I won't even be able to introduce her to my aunt, like my cool aunt, right? My parents are shit. Sorry, my type. My parents aren't shit. But my parents don't seem to understand, like, there's more to it than just, like, doing what you're told. Like, you have to be able to think, especially, like, as every day kind of gets more and more complicated. She just always was there to remind me that, like, I'm not the first person who's going through what I'm going through. And there's always something to learn from someone else's experience. And I don't really know, I don't feel ready to tell that to other people. Without her, right now, I feel kind of lost, like, what if somebody looks to me to say that? She was always the person that was gonna say that, and she would say it to me. And she would take me to places that would say it to me and reaffirm it, and made me feel stronger, but now it's like, she wants me to take her ashes and go out to the sea so I don't make you guys choke. It's very kind of her, but it's not what I wanted to be doing this year. I don't know, I guess it's time for me to man up and grow up. Don't make that face, like, don't. Look, she was always there for me, even when I didn't feel like I was becoming a great man. She could always remind me, set me back on track. She taught me words that, like, I had to look up in the dictionary. Leptonic and... Laconic!
The Mai Tais.
Right now it just feels like the brief. Because I'm just really gonna miss her. But I guess I'm just gonna try to be like her. I'd go out to the ocean. Well, excuse me, ship hand. I'm really not enjoying this delay of our ship. I have cats that I need to show in Chicago, and I would appreciate arriving on time.
We're doing everything we can to arrive on time in our port. Now listen, I know your cats are very important. We all received the memo about cats. Listen, those cats are the biggest VIPs we've ever had aboard.
These are my prized cats, and it doesn't seem like you're doing everything possible. It seems like you're just standing at this little gate.
Look up at the crow's nest. Do you see that man?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see him with
Fine
his
mustache.
spyglass and fine mustache?
I do see him. Is he going to be getting us to Chicago on time?
Well, he's going to tell us which way to go to avoid the worst weather, so as to arrive on time and not to upset your cats.
Is the cat man complaining about the cats again?
Yes, the cats are being complained about.
West!
You know I could get a new agent in a second.
Shit, I think we're in Wisconsin. And I'm driving on the wrong side.
Anybody want some cheese?
I knew it was full of nut jobs here. I knew it. Are you sure this is not a nightmare of yours? I'm sure. In my nightmare, it's not cheese.
Carol, this is my street. Get away, Jeffrey Dahmer. This is my
And coming up next, we got Talking Heads latest. Fire! And we're out.
You don't have to.
This is cool, guys.
It's really fun, but you know. Okay. Sherry, I want to say, you don't have to use that voice. You can use your own speaking voice. You don't have to put on that crazy, like, wacky.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
What-
you don't sound like that.
You're telling me they're giving you problems down there at the radio station?
I don't quite understand why.
No daughter of mine's gonna have a problem.
Something about this persona.
It's a little bit about who we are. That's what matters.
What are you, too old to give your grandpa a kiss?
Grandpa, so good to see you.
Coming up next, you're gonna have to put me in a hole!
So, you're reporters, you're
Yep.
both journalists.
Yep.
Can't you see the cap?
If they say journalists and reporters.
Y'all a bunch of liars, y'all are.
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, what?
Whole press is just full of liars. Y'all just make up lies.
Did you tell them that Australia ain't a thing?
I done told them there ain't no Australia. I told them that some people are lizards in people suits.
Oh yeah, that's the big one.
Talked about the moon.
Oh, the moon is just a hangy thing in the sky that someone bought from Target.
Well, if that is a belief that you have, I can provide you data
This isn't a skin suit. We're not lizards.
Yeah, we're real people.
Okay, we're people.
Sure. Okay, you're
We're people. What? Oh.
We don't shed our skin every 3 days and like heat lamps.
No, we don't. We don't. We don't.
y'all just like. What did she eat?
Oh, just a fly.
What? On the what?
Yep, a fly.
A fly burger. A cool burger. We ate a cool burger.
So what information did you boys learn today here at Heaven? Oh, boys, come on now. Stop it.
Well,
We got a little skin. We just peel that off.
yes. We learned that the moon is a hangy skin and, well, nope, a hangy thing in the sky. I was thinking about my skin and the way you peeled it off.
I'll come back to you. I gotta get him too.
Oh, how'd you find me? I'm wood colored now.
We do this all the time, okay? I know. I can still see you. I can still see those beady eyes of yours, okay?
Are we doing good, Mama? Are we getting the human secrets the way you asked?
So far, so good, yes.
Where do you want to send us next? What secrets do you need?
You tell Mommy. What does Mommy need?
So, that's how you get users to write on Reddit?
Yeah. It's so easy. You just have to peel their skin off. Like, it's so easy to please them. It's ridiculous.
How many of them are there?
Millions. I mean, I've only handled like a few hundred.
Speaker Pelosi, are you ready?
Next to get their diploma, Adam Blinkensmith.
Who the fuck is that?
Who are you?
I don't know.
Do you go here?
I think so.
Good.
And next, from down the other village
Oh, I'm here.
Does anyone know him?
Nope.
Okay.
Cheryl Biedenberg. Building number 3.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Cheryl Beatenberg, building number 2 usually goes first.
Oh, you were so quick.
I was right there.
Okay, good.
Great. Adam Karen Bean.
How many items?
All right, can we get everybody on set for the filming of the moon landing?
Wait, should there be less of us? I feel like there should only be 2.
No, we want a lot of takes.
Okay.
We want options, guys.
Should we line up so that we go 2 at a time?
Yes. Very good. Line perfect.
Okay.
Where are my Target decorations? I said Target decorations out the wazoo. Go to the $5 section and just get me whatever you have.
I got a few things. They're hanging. Is that not good? It's hanging. It's in the space.
Hang more. I have a vision. I want to be confusing generations after generations about this. Okay, where are my actors? Where am I? Come on.
Should I go already as in?
Yes.
Yeah, the camera's on. The camera's bingo. We have all
I'm gonna
of
get
it.
out of the show.
Yeah, we have all of this. And one day I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. But right now.
What's that? What you just said this word YouTube. What's that?
Whoa, are you psychic?
Oh my.
Wait.
I can't believe.
It is 1969 and you said the word YouTube and I want to know what you're talking about.
Guys. Oh shit.
He comes from the future.
Yeah, this is. I've been using an iPad to film this. And
What?
yeah, it's an iPad. Look.
That's a boy.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, I can't talk about the Bill of Rights anymore. I just keep punching myself in the face. Whoa, I just get so excited. I was doing my presentation today and I was like, the Bill of Rights! It just makes me so excited.
We talked about this. I asked you before you took the job. I was like, are you sure you're not gonna harm yourself?
And I wanted to believe that I wasn't going to. Can you give me more peas?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. It's just I get so excited when I talk about,
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, honey.
that list of
The BOR.
other
Yes.
things that our government affords us that's meant to supplement the Constitution.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, sit down. You talking about the Bill of Rights again? Yeah. I told you not to do that as one of my patients. You can't keep doing that. You're gonna give yourself some migraines. I just get so excited. No Bill of Rights. No Bill of Rights. No Constitution. No Article of Independence. Okay? Those are my favorite. I just start talking about the Articles of Independence and I start talking about how they were these articles that oh gosh, I'm a monster. It's just
All right, Jenny, you're the best. You're the best out there. You better get out there, all right? But first, we're gonna think about the Bill of Rights, okay? All right.
So your aunt taught you about the? I mean, well, I know about the orchestra too, the symphony. So we both know about it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
This is a cool date.
Yeah. So, I mean,
What other things do you know about?
it's just like I'm sophisticated, right?
Yeah.
I'm sophisticated.
Did you have a cool, did you have a cool aunt that brought culture into your home?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Uncle, not too much head.
So, I-
Here's another episode of MASH.
I like how hot guy talks to hot lips.
The hot guy talks to hot lips.
Hot guy! What are you, a Philistine?
Well, I like Shakespeare. The theater plays.
There was an episode of MASH that paralleled Hamlet. Hot guy's father died.
Hot guy?
A hot guy. I know, I got it too.
Yeah. Interesting. Does your aunt make you want to be a better person? I'm trying to bond with you, you know?
Her skin is leathery. And she smells of marble reds. I love the symphony.
My aunt's skin is nice. And she smells like...
This is an episode of Designing Women.
What's Designing Women?
It's like a sci-fi show. Next on Designing Women, let's get our woman model out here to put in the wax tube. It's my robot helper Monica. What type of woman will we be designing today?
Whatever woman you want.
Right. Let's do one that what's a good historical woman?
Betsy Ross.
Betsy Ross from Philadelphia. So it's like a historical science fiction show that it's got a good lessons.
Of course.
Do you like Thai food?
The smell is overwhelming inside. This is the future smell of my house. It's the smell of my dreams that have died. I walk up to the cat shelf where the cats are labeled big and small. The sales lady asks, is there one you like? And I state, I'll take them all. I want a fuck ton of cats. Give me a fuck ton of cats.
And that's the story of how Chad and I ended up making out after the museum trip. And I know that I haven't been drinking alcohol like Mai Tais, but I just felt like full of guilt right now.
Oh. That makes great radio.
Hi everyone, I am Bridget. I'm Ken's niece, and I wanted to tell you all about all the wonderful times we had together, because I think I had a special relationship with her. I mean, not everyone has an aunt that will show them like Casablanca one week, and then the next movie night is Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine. Which is actually really good. It's got Vincent Price in it. You should all check it out. Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine. Write it down.
Coincidentally, will be screened in the banquet room. And that was Kim's request. So that'll be at 5 p.m.
Jill, fantastic. We had so much fun together. My cousins and I, it was just the best. Here we are. She's thought of everything. All of these cakes, this open bar. She really is good at planning. I hope you took notes.
I had to. She made me watch.
It's just a wonderful opportunity to be here in this beautiful place with all the people that meant something to her, getting hammered on tropical drinks.
Sorry.
Guys, I'm just so glad you all could be here. Thank you so much for coming. Please eat the cake because she said if we didn't eat it, I was going to have to give it to the dolphins, which I didn't really understand, but I found out it's very poisonous. So please eat the cake for the dolphins. Okay?
For the dolphins.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. Is he okay? Fine.
While he's recovering, if you have GERD, Kim also had some Zantac packs over in the other side. If you just want to wander over next to the other side of the cake, there are stacks of Zantac. Also, after the screening at 8 p.m., there will be an 80s Grady's dance party, okay, featuring all of Kim and your favorite hits from the 80s new wave movement, right? So feel free to join us at 8.
Thank you, Vicki.
I'm here anytime.
Omnipresent.
Chill, okay.
Thanks so much for coming out. Just wanted to thank everyone for coming out and saying goodbye to my beautiful wife. You come a long way, all the way from Carlisle. I mean, she really wouldn't have expected it. It would have caught her by surprise. I think. I apologize ahead of time. I didn't hear a word any of you said. I'd just been staring out into the water the whole time. So I hope it was good. I hope you liked it. Because I just wanted to do what we do, which is just sit in a chair and just look out into the water and feel those waves and the wind. Just take it in. You feel like you're part of something that's just a little bigger than just one person. I think that was a feeling that we all kind of search for, and I think that was something that she would go for too. She was trying to help someone who just wanted to have their perspective tweaked a little bit, and maybe open their mind to a new idea. Maybe something's a little bit more real than we thought. I think if we did that, we did a pretty good job in life. So if you don't mind, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to stare at the water.